Alright, folks, hasta la vista. Today we're going to be looking around for the rest of the Stakes of Ruin to get the Treasures of Ruin. I've already pulled a lot of them in, what number episode was that? Episode 21, I believe. So if you are missing your own stakes and are going to be using this video to try to figure out which ones you're missing, may not be the most helpful if you're just watching this one exclusively. But we're going to start with the South Province stakes. I'm not using a guide just yet. I'll probably pull one up later, but I'm going to wander around some more, see what I can find, and maybe fill out the Pokedex a little bit more in the meantime. But here in the South Province, I think I'm only missing the one stake, and it's actually not that far away. Right up there. Just fly on yonder. Grab a gimme ghoul. Pull that out. Ooh. You heard a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. All the way out here. Okay, sure. But if we head over to the Grasswither Shrine, no more barriers. Actually, there wouldn't be any more barrier chains after the fourth stake pulled. I think after the fourth stake is pulled, there's no more changes done to the gate. I could be wrong on that. But let's see about putting Thunderwave back. Nope, Thunderwave's already there. On Collab. And then we'll interact with this little gate here. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? Can't lift up this gate or anything. A single touch and it kerbangs open. Snail! Here we have the Tablets of Ruin. Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien's signature ability, yeah, as long as it's out, all the other Pokemon in the battle will lose some attack. All the Treasures of Ruin are Pokemon, and they are all part Dark type. Wo-Chien here is Grass and Dark. And all of them will have Chinese, Mandarin sounding names. I don't know exactly what they all translate to. I think Wo-Chien it translates to bamboo something. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, their signature move here, Ruination, just like Super Fang, will cut the current HP of their target in half. I don't have any False Swipers. Oh no, I still might have Ogerpon with False Swipe on. So, in case I need to, I can swap over to her. Yep, sure do. Alright, cool. Get in there. Yup. And yeah, unique battle music, too. They're only level 60, though. So I shouldn't try to knock them out, or, like, weaken them without Super Fang or False Swipe ready to go. It is nighttime, so I'm going to see if I can chuck a bunch of Dusk Balls. Gotcha. Wo-Chien was caught. It drains the life force from vegetation, causing nearby forests to instantly wither and fields to turn barren. Well, it's a good thing I caught it before it could do that, right? Alright, first Treasure of Ruin down. I don't think Rayford will have anything to say about that, just from the one I caught, but cool that we got it. Alright. Grasswither Shrine is all unlocked. I guess I'll go have a run around Paldea trying to get the West, East, and North Province shrines all unlocked. Found a stake. Just up above Tag Tree Thicket, right up yonder. In between 3 raid dens. Got another stake of ruin up in the North Province. I'll pull it out. And on the map, it's right up here, right by one of the rivers leading from Glaciato Mountain. Here's another one, just above the Pokemon Center in the Bamboo Forest in North Province area, too. Come here. Not you. Hey, can you pull up that stake behind you real quick, just as a friend? This other one's gonna encounter me, isn't it? Don't you dare. Aha! The jukes! Found another stake. Pretty high up on Glaciato Mountain, up by the path where I was running up and down trying to get Varoom, shiny Varoom. It's right up here. There's a little outcropping on the map just south of the mountain, like the snowy part of the mountain, that you can pull this out from. Right there. A little hard to see with my icon over it, but right there. Oop. Got another one. Next to a gimme ghoul. How you doing? Alright, see ya. Gimme, gimme, gimme. This one was... Well, there's a Pokemon Center up in the North Province. Right around here, right over top of North Province Area 1. North Proven? Well, just above the Fire Scourge Shrine, there's another one. Come on, you. Oh, and that was the last one for the North Province. A mysterious cry coming from the shrine. But where is the shrine? Map says it's right here. Not quite. Head back down into the water, right down here. And woo, there's a nice little cave. That's very cool. I like this entrance to the shrine a lot. Alright, let's see what we got. Will I touch the shrine? Will I touch the butt? Kabang! What terrifying Pokemon... Oh, it's cute. This is Chi-Yu, a Fire Dark type. Beads of Ruin lowers special defense. It's very specially strong. It has very high special attack. But I also believe it doesn't have much defense on either front. So, while it may be strong specially, it can't take very many hits. Pretty indicative of a dark type, if you ask me. Something that can't take a whole lot of hits. We are in a cave, so maybe Dusk Balls will work in here, too. Even with a 40 level difference, the fact that Lava Plume did that much it should be saying something. And of course, here's Ruination again. Lowers my HP by half, which I'm doing the same thing. Here I go. Meow. Alright, I'm done attacking anyway. I'm not gonna try to kill myself. Knock myself out. Dusk Ball. Shuckin'. Wow, all those Dusk Balls, it was breaking out every single one without even shaking once. The first Ultra Ball I throw is the one that catches it. These are the Beads of Ruin. The envy accumulated within curved beads that sparked multiple conflicts has clad itself in fire and became a Pokemon. It's a fish. Alright, that's North Province's ruinous things done. I'll move on to, I guess, East Province. I'm pretty close to getting most of those. Looking it up, it actually seems that the other two ruinous Pokemon, the rest of their stakes aren't here in the East Province. Which explains a lot. I guess Wo-Chen's South Province ones kind of bled over into this area a little bit. So I'll go look elsewhere then. Whoop. Almost missed you. This is out on Casaroya Lake, on this little island. On the south end of the lake. Will I pull out the stake? Got another green, yellow stake. This one is out just... Whoop, hello. Sliding all around. Further south of Casaroya Lake. This one's just right over here. Well, would you look at that? Yet another stake, super close by. The last one I picked up was right here. Inside the mountain that the map is currently showing, inside that, kind of in the middle of it, is the other one. It is not the other one, another one. Oh, hello. I sees you. Slowly coming up to you. This is on the west end of the lake, just before one of the drop-offs into the Paldean Sea. Right down there. Oop, see another one. There's some ruins on the northwest part of Casaroya. And just on the, well, not the other side of, but to the left, to the west of that, there's another stake. Now, when we were originally playing this, we didn't really go into the area up here, but it is a very pretty place. It's always autumn over here, always with the fall colors. Sokarat Trail. One of the few named places out here in Paldea. Out here you can find a lot of wild or weird Pokemon. Lots of trees, too. So, mimicry trees or otherwise, you'll be able to see a lot of trees out here. The big thing about what's out here is that the shrine for the ruinous Pokemon is here. And also you can find wild Toedscool and Toedscruel pretty commonly. So if you're having trouble finding those, come up here to, like, very northwest of the map, and you'll be able to find those two. Kind of all over the place, honestly. Fortress is out here, too. Look at him. Toedscool, Toedscruel, all over the place. Wait a minute, that's not a Spidops. Hang on. It's a Zoroark, duh, idiot. How could you not have known? Easy. Anyway, yeah, there's really not much else significant about this part of the map. It's just pretty, and this is where we're gonna have to be for the gate, the seal of the ruinous Pokemon. So we'll be back here pretty soon. We found another stake. This one's at the northeast end of the Sokarat Trail, up in the Snowy Mountains. So you'd think it'd be closer to the Chi-Yu stakes, but no, it's still one of the green ones. Got another stake. Bam. What you got? Oh. Where'd that come from? From the shrine? Who could have guessed? So this one was up in West Province Area 3. South end of this river waterfall thing leading to, from that area between Montenevera and this Glaciato Mountain Pokemon Center. Let's head on over to the Ground Blight Shrine. And I guess... Am I good for this, by the way? Hang on, I don't think I am. Because, if I'm remembering right, my Thunder Wave strat won't work. And they can't learn Sing. Sleep Powder... Well, I think it can learn Sleep Powder, but only through egg moves, and I don't really want to set that up right now. I'll just go with the False Swipe strat and then just constantly chuck balls. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, I'm just going to cut to when I catch it anyway. I wish you could fly over to the shrines once they're on your map, like click on them and then fly over there with a flying taxi, but evidently you're not allowed to. Bit strange. But oh well, no big deal. Right over here? Yeah. Into this little canyon, and boom, there's the gate with a Leafeon in front of it. Are you the sole guardian? Oh, it's done protecting the ruin. Ruin could go away for all it cares. It could be enslaved forever in a little capsule. And inside we've got... deer. This is Ting Lu. This is the Vessel of Ruin. Very cracked vessel, but still a vessel all the same. It is Dark and Ground. So, yeah, does not get affected by Thunder Wave. So I can't inflict a status on it with my current team. If I had... his model going crazy there. If I did have a sleep user, I probably would have been able to make use of it here. But I don't have one available. Alright, balls time. Here I go. There we go. That didn't take very long at all. Didn't knock out Ogerpon, but whatever. It slowly brings its exceedingly heavy head down upon the ground, splitting the earth open with huge fissures that run over 160 feet deep. Oh yeah. Alright, that just leaves one more. Let's go and get the last ruinous Pokemon. Hello. Got another orange steak out here in the West Province. This one was right here. There's a little nook in the map. Just northwest of the Pokemon League. Almost called it the Elite Four. I have a bad habit of doing that. So I found a ghost Terra Raid den. Wouldn't you know it, it happens to be a Ceruledge. So I went ahead and trained up a certain Dark-type Pokemon, Chi-Yu, to try to handle this thing. We'll see how we do. Yeah. This is very shoddily put together, in my opinion, but maybe it'll work out for me. We're going to start with a Reflect and see how much damage this will save me from. Evidently not much when it crits like that, but, you know, what can you do? Oh! Oh! You don't say! You do not say. So, 5-star Terra Raids do have the potential of having the Pokemon inside of them have its hidden ability. 6-star raids and 7-star raids as well. But 5-star raids, first time you can possibly start getting Pokemon with their hidden ability. Ceruledge here does have its hidden ability, which is Weak Armor. Anytime it's hit with a physical attack, it lowers its defense, but raises its speed by 2 stages. Can be really good if the Ceruledge has a Terra type of fighting and it uses close combat. But, yeah, that's kind of neat that I can just get a hidden ability, Cerulege, without needing to evolve a natural Charcadet. And hey, Cerulege's not ability, but signature move is Bitter Blade, a physical fire-type attack that heals damage off of it. A strong contender for one of my favorite moves in Generation 9. One of the main reasons I chose Chi-Yu to use against Cerulege is that its Terra type was naturally dark. The other two Ruinous Pokemon I've caught, their Terra type was the secondary type of the of what they were. So we had Grass Wo-Chien and Ground Ting-Lu. Alright, we got down to half health. We should be seeing the shield now. Hopefully it doesn't steal my Terra Charge, because I've already got one now. Probably gonna negate my Nasty Plot in a second. No, just remove negative effects from himself. That's good. Alright. I'm gonna take a lot of damage from Bitter Blade as a result of this, because I'm losing my Fire-type attack. My Fire-type status. But if I can get 2 attacks off right now, then that will be optimal. Probably should have thrown up a Reflect before doing this, actually. Yeah, that's not going to be good for me. But I can get a lot of damage on the shield this way, because it hasn't negated my stat buffs. Alright, alright. Maybe my Shell Bell will heal up enough? I doubt it. Oh, definitely not now. Oh, I'm in trouble. This might be a failure at this rate. Or not. Hang on a minute. We're going to break that shield. He could have finished me off. But now I get a free turn after the shield goes down, and that could be really nice. Hey. I accept these terms and conditions. Whatever. Get on out of here. Nice. Oh, that was a really solid first run for Chi-Yu. Alright, what ball are we using? You know the one. Use a net ball. Now give me some Herba Mystica for my troubles. Nope. Got a bottle cap, though. Can't complain about that. Oop, hey. Well, we got... You know, besides the obvious. Nothing. It's by this waterfall that leads from the mountain just east of Alfornada. Just follow it down the river, and there you go. Right down the... Out here in the West Province, right around here, with the West Paldean Sea over there, there's actually this entrance to a giant cavern, and inside should be one of the next stakes. Yep, there it is. Gimme. Oh, cucumber. It's trying to say cucumber. What's at the other end of this cave first? Give me that. This leads out to the South Province. Okay. So it's just a way to get from South to West Province without needing to go up an entire mountain. Alright. Neat. Anyway, the Ice Rend Shrine is over there, so rather than walking or flying all the way over there, I'll take a little bit of a shortcut. And then head over there. Should just be to the west of the, where the Titan Bombardier was, where Strike was. Going for a nice nighttime glide. Now, where was it? I think on the other side of this mountain somewhere. Ah, there you are. Are we good? Not quite. Here we go. Will I touch the butt? Rattle, rattle, rumble, rumble, rumble. Who we got? Oh, Barioth. I see. This is Chen Pao, a dark ice type. Its Sword of Ruin lowers defense. Dark ice, very good offensively, terrible defensively. And I think Chen Pao's stats even reflect that. It's not a very defensive dude. Got pretty good physical attack. I don't know about its other stats, though. Probably also pretty fast, but you're kind of up against Mousehold at the moment, so hard to really judge that. Is Chen Pao supposed to be a cat or a ferret? Because if it's a ferret, then we've already got that quota covered by Furret. Well, whatever. Hey, access to Sucker Punch, can't complain about that. They get stab on it, too. Give me that fall swipe. Shablam. Alright. Ball chucking time. There we go. Only like 4 Dusk Balls. Chen Pao is the Sword of Ruin, or Swords? Maybe Sword, singular. The hatred of those who perished by the sword long ago has clad itself in snow and become a Pokemon. I've never understood, until now, why one of the teeth of Chen Pao looked like the one on our left, it's right, why it looked like that. That's because that's the hilt of the sword. And then the blade of the sword is on the right. I never realized that until now. Okay, that explains a lot. It just looks like the same material the entire way through, so I didn't think that the hilt would be made of the same material, you know? Weird. Oh well. That's all the Ruinous Pokemon. Let me just... There we go. Not all in Pokedex order, but here they are. Neat. Alright, well, I think that leaves only one legendary Pokemon to capture. At least here in Paldea. Let's go back into Area 0, because the title legendary, Miraidon, is still missing as a usable Pokemon. Well, I say that. If I were to deposit one of my current Pokemon on my team in the box, just right quick, there we go, have a free space. Select Miraidon, and I can change it into the battle form. Boop, now it's just in my team. There it is. Now I can just use it in battle. Only problem is, now I can't mount it, so I can't do this without it going back into its Pokeball, and thus not being in my party anymore. So if I wanted a Miraidon that does not do that, that does not have that limitation, I'm going to need to go back down into Area 0. And get the hostile one that Turo used. So, let's head on up to Zero Gate. and we will head on in there. And if time permitting, I will also try to gun for the rest of the future Pokemon that I have missed out on. Yeah, we're just kind of allowed to go in here. In-universe, we're not allowed, but don't tell anybody. This is a secret. I don't know why I'm going this way. It's actually much faster to take the teleporter. There we go. Teleport achieved. Future me, I hope you remember to cut that out. Now we're back into the depths. Not the deep depths, like, oh, have I really not captured Iron Bundle yet? Not the deep depths like with, where we went with Kieran, Carmine, and what's-her-name, Briar. If this quick ball doesn't catch it, no biggie, I'll just netball or something. Hey, look, the quick ball worked. That's crazy. I see you, Iron Treads. Don't think I don't. Look at him waddling around. Cha-ching. Let's get Wallop out front so we can get some good old-fashioned false swiping going. Good defense on Iron Hand. That's pretty good. You think that's enough for a Dusk Ball? I'll do one more. Alright, well, so long, Iron Hands. I will try to catch a different one of you. Really should have thrown that Dusk Ball when I thought of it. No big whoop. No big deal. Did I already get Jugulus? I did. So, the shinies of these future Pokemon, God. The ones of the past Pokemon look great, because they're all based on the existing shinies of the existing Pokemon. That one had booster energy? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I don't like the future shinies. They all run with the same theme, just like with the naming scheme of everything. Everything's named Iron something. And likewise, every shiny of a future Pokemon, all they change is that a color on them becomes silver. I think with Iron Hands here, the black part on its head and its legs, I think those become silver. And then with, like, Iron Moth, its red parts on the main body become silver, where they were red, but they were like teeny tiny little things. Iron Bundle over there, the red parts of it become silver. I respect them for going with a theme, but it could have been a lot more interesting, just like with the names. Well, whatever. Not a game designer. Just a game player who loves to critique things he doesn't know much about. Welcome to the internet. Hey, crit capture, let's do it. Let's do it. That's not how reflections work. So here we've caught the legendary Iron Hand. No. Shares many similarities with Iron Hand, something mentioned in a scientific journal. Ah! Bird! Get out of here. Not interested. Let's get that reviving in play here. I think Jugulus is about to attack me, isn't it? Nope. Not quite. Alright, cool. Hey, we're actually right here. I don't remember which episode I pointed it out in, but up the... just saw that Gibble fall. Oh, there goes another one. Yeah, up this little slope here is where the other Miraidon is chilling out. So... yeah, I'm good, because I cannot paralyze it. It's Dragon Electric. How you doing, sir? And anytime I've gone to fight Miraidon and Koraidon, I've ended up behind them when I start the fight. For some reason, it won't actually allow you to be on the slope to fight Miraidon. Where you approach it, it's weird. It's strange. Anyway, false swipe, please. Don't want to accidentally knock it out or anything. It's probably going to accidentally knock me out at this rate. I don't have any repeat balls. Oh, I do. Okay. Well, repeat ball will work here because it says I've already registered Miraidon to the dex, which is true. I already have one. I don't remember what the catch rate of it is, though. Nah, that's fair. Wow. I'm floating on the sky. Okay, repeat ball. Let's go. Crit capture, please. Didn't look like it. Haha, fair enough. Hanging in there. My black sludge is healing me off slowly but surely. Another repeat ball. Boy, I love fighting legendary Pokemon. How about a single Ultra Ball, then? Or, you know what? I have two of them. Might as well just throw a Master Ball and be done with this. Plus, it is a purple Pokemon in a purple Pokeball. I think it would look okay in that. Do I use my next Pokemon, or do I skedaddle? I think I just use my next Pokemon. Alright, Miraidon. Not shaking any of these balls. I got no sleep to apply to you. Get in the Master Ball. Did that crit capture? It sure did. That was unnecessary. Ta-da! This seems to be the Iron Serpent mentioned in an old book. The Iron Serpent is said to have turned the land to ash with its lightning. It's already fighting with my other Miraidon? Alright. Oh, go away. Okay. I think that's all the Paldean legendaries to worry about. Miraidon, the 4 treasures. And yeah, that should be it. I know it sounds like I'm wrapping up, but I do actually want to go back up to the surface parts of Area 0 so I can capture the 2 that I'm missing up there, Iron Moth and Iron Thorns. And we are also missing Iron Valiant, which is down here in the cave system. I think maybe I have a Scarlet save, which I will show off a little bit of next episode. And when I was down here hunting for, or coming down here to get Koraidon, I stumbled across a ton of Roaring Moons, which I assumed were only in that one unique cave with that symbol on the ground that I showed you in, I think it was episode 20 of this Let's Play. Yep, hey look, there's Iron Valiant. I claimed that Valiant and Moon were both only in that cave, but then I was running through here in my own time and found, oh wait, there's Roaring Moon, wonder if Iron Valiant's here too, and lo and behold. So, let me just make sure I'm all healed up. Then I'll send out the mice. Come here, you. I didn't realize they were just a rare spawn down here. I assumed that the only place you could find it was in that one cave. That barely did anything. Okay. We need a close-up on this robot a little bit. I think the pink parts, or the magenta parts of Iron Valiant, when it's shiny, those parts are silver. Unless it's the green parts, which would make a lot more sense. I think it is the green parts now that I think about it. My mistake. Get in the ball, which happens to be the Dusk Ball. Alright, fair enough. Nice, very next one. This is the object listed as Iron Valiant in an expedition journal. So, that's kind of the thing with the Paradox Pokemon. Arvin kind of touched on it already when we were talking to him with his optional dialogue. God, I'm in a loop. Where he said, wait, my dad heard about these Pokemon and then created the time machine. So how come they exist before my dad's time machine came to be? And there have been some fun theories about this, and one I recall hearing a lot of was Turo didn't actually bring these from the future. More that he heard about the object named insert thing here, like Iron Bundle, Iron Valiant, Iron yada yada. But there was no, like, visual proof of those existing. So what he did was create a machine that materialized those Pokemon. My interpretation is that he's made a 3D printer. I've said it before. He's made a 3D printer. He puts his ideas into that, and then it just prints out what he wants. A different variation I've heard is that it's not a time machine. It's an imagination machine. So whatever Turo has imagined, or Sada in the past version, whatever they imagine comes out of that machine. Rather than something that has existed or will exist, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you can imagine a tangible form for it, then it becomes real after that point. Similar idea with a 3D printer. All you need to do is, like, draw something out, plug it into the machine, and bam, now you have a future Pokemon, you know? So, yeah, that's just my take, is that it's just a 3D printer, not really anything more than that. Now, for Iron Moth and Iron Thorns, Thorns is going to be around the craggy areas that we can actually, step on. There's just a lot of grassland out here, and hard to find, like, sort of craggy spot. Here's a spot. I think Thorns will show up. If you were playing a Scarlet version, up here would be where you could find Sandy Shocks. Past Magneton, if you're not familiar. No luck so far. Oh, wait, but there's Iron Moth. Yeah. So yeah, the red parts on Moth, including the red tips of the wings, those would be silver in the shiny. Oop, crit capture, come on, work. Nice. Saves me some trouble. Alright, just missing Iron Thorns, and then we'll be done here. The next episode will be Pokedex Cleanup, which is everyone's favorite, but I'm going to montage a lot of it, so no worries there. Just wanted to get all the paradoxes and legendaries captured in this episode. I'm going to back off real quick and then come back here. Hopefully find the thorns that way. Some other hands. Oops, I'm pointing down. Not what I intended. Any Tyrannitars around here? Any T-Tars? Nothing. That's disappointing. Oh, wait. Haha. Spoke too soon. You. And you can't be paralyzed, so I'll have to deal with that. Come on, man! Dumbass is gonna take damage in the sands. Nope, never mind, because he's rock. I forgore that part. I'm the dumbass. Here I was thinking that it got rid of one of the, or the main type that saves it from sandstorms. Turns out I'm stupid. Who knew? I did. I knew that. No recoil moves, right? You haven't shown any yet. Come on, ball. Finally, this took like 10 something Ultra Balls. Some of its notable features match those of an object named within a certain expedition journal known as Iron Thorns. Cool, immediate battle with a Hawlucha. That's it for the paradoxes of Violet version. Whoa, whoa. I'm good. Hey, look, another Iron Thorns. Yeah, let's have a look with this comet. These comet shards I got. Wow, 310 volumes? 313. I'm getting up there in the world. There we go. That's the fastest way I know to travel between spots here. Alright, that's all the irons plus Valiant up here. And Miraidon. All the future stuff. We're done with those guys. So then, next time on Violet version will be the final episode of this Let's Play. We're going to finish up the rest of the Pokedex of Paldea, of Kitakami, and of Blueberry. We're also going to have the final Perrin stuff to get through from Blueberry, which will be 2 new paradoxes, actually. I should have not been claiming that we were all done with the paradoxes, because there are 2 more. That just, but they are unlocked in the Blueberry side of things, so that's kind of why I claimed we were done with Paldea paradoxes, because that's exactly what we are done with. Blueberry ones next time. We will finish the Pokedexes. That'll be it. See you next time. I forgot to do a thing. Hang on. One last thing before we end the episode. Hey, Rayford, I did the thing. What, did you find any treasures of ruin? I sure did. I found all of them. Oh, you caught Tinglu, the Vessel of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity. I feel that there must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Could it be that this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? This mystery grows even deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. You look like you have something more to report. What is it? You caught Chen Pao, the Sword of Ruin? Oh, how interesting. So the sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. Wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No, wait, I cannot imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in its broken state? Mystery grows even deeper. What else do you have? Wo Chen, the Tablets of Ruin. How interesting! I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos. Still valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I can't read it, but given the length, it must be a story, yes. Or perhaps the words of a curse? If only the words weren't faded. How frustrating. These wooden tablets piqued the curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them? The mystery grows even deeper. What else you got? You caught Chi Yu, the Beads of Ruin? Oh, how interesting. Beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck like a pendant, but it seems Chiyu has 4 of them. Were the beads worn in pairs, or like on the ears and wrists? Or were the rituals perhaps performed by 4 people? What on earth could have caused beads such as these, originally used to ward off disaster, to become bringers of disaster themselves? This mystery grows even deeper. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, What a Geek. This is simply amazing. You have now reported back to me with all 4 of the treasures of ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks, What a Geek. I would have liked to go looking for the treasures of ruin myself and make them my own. But I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with a pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. They may be the treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them, for now. Consider this a symbol of my gratitude, too. Take it, it is yours. Oh, hey. You truly are an interesting one, aren't you, What a Geek? I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. Hey, alright, final teacher, close bonded. Now that's the end of the episode. What do you mean can't use an emote or camera? Here we go. Hasta la vista. See you next episode. For real this time.